Morning, dear student. Today I will discuss the permanent tissue. In previous classes, we study plant tissue, first meristematic tissue, and today we will discuss the permanent tissue. Permanent tissue is a parts of plant have performed to different vital function. So the cell forms meristematic tissue lose their ability to divide, take up specific roles. Such cells give rise permanent tissue. That means you can say that permanent tissue are those tissue in which the growth and division capacity has been stopped temporarily or permanently. The main characters of permanent tissue are may be living or dead, and permanent tissue may be thin or thick walled. The thin walled tissue are usually living, while those which thick wall usually dead. The cell have a fixed shape. Permanent tissue living cell have no or very poor division capacity. Intercellular space are often present. That means we observed various types of concepts to similar of their structures and to differences. The differences given in this charts: meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Meristematic tissue, it is composed of small spherical or polygonal and undifferentiated cell. Permanent tissue permanent tissue, it is a composed of large differentiated with different shape. In meristematic tissue, cytoplasm is dense. That means inside the nucleus, vacuole are nearly absent. Permanent tissue, large central vacuoles occur in living cell. Meristematic tissue cell have thin and elastic cell wall, and permanent tissue cell wall may be thin or thick. Meristematic tissue, it is a very simple tissue, and permanent tissue, it is very complex and specialized. In meristematic tissue, cell organelles are simple, and permanent tissue cell organelles are well developed. Meristematic tissue, these cells are living, and permanent tissue, these cells may be living or dead. Meristematic tissue, it provides the growth of plant, and permanent tissue, it provides the protection, support, conduction, photosynthesis, storage, as so as. And we discussed types of permanent tissue. Permanent tissue is two types according to their compositions: simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. Simple permanent tissue, these types of tissue is composed of only one type of cell. Therefore, these tissues are uniform in their composition. The common simple tissue are parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. That means you can say that permanent tissue is three types. First is parenchyma, and second is collenchyma, and third is sclerenchyma. That means you can see in this diagram parenchyma cells. Parenchyma cells functions are most basic and fundamental, which are scattered throughout the plant body that you saw in this diagram. These are composed of isodiametric living cells, which may be oval or rounded. Cell have thin cellulosic cell wall. Cell have a large intercellular space That means you can observe in this diagram. That means a cell have a space, that space is intercellular space are found, and cell have division capability, and cell have dense living protoplasm, and their functions. The function of permanent tissue is very complex, mainly serve as food storage tissue. That means you can say that. That means you can say that this diagram, parenchyma cells also maintain the turgidity of the cell. These are also served to storage various products like gum, crystal, resin, and inorganic material. Parenchyma cells is associated with wound healing, regeneration, formation of adventitious root, and graft union. Parenchyma cells also maintain the turgidity of cell. And we discussed the second, collenchyma. That collenchyma cells you can observe in this diagram. These cells have a no intercellular space. That's two dotted is pectin. That means deposition of pectin in this diagram. Black dotted is deposition of pectin, and the cells is collenchyma cells. These tissue are also living with angular and elongated cell. The cell are thick walled. These are unevenly thick. The thickness is more at corner against. Thus intercellular space are almost absent. The thickening of the cell wall is due to pectin and also of cellulose. हाँ, that means you can observe the कोलेनकाइमा cells. कोलेनकाइमा के जो सेल होते हैं ये लेग्निन के नहीं होते हैं, इनमें लेग्निन कभी भी नहीं पाया जाता है, ये केवल पेक्टिन और सेलुलोज के बने होते हैं. कोलेनकाइमा is chiefly present in the spherical region of stem and leaves, and collenchyma is usually absent in root and leaves and in the stem of monocot. Collenchyma main function provide the mechanical support and flexibility to young growing organs, and chlorophyll containing collenchyma are photosynthetic. Sclerenchyma, these are hard, rigid, and dead tissue. That means in this diagram you can observe fibers and sclerites. This cell wall is very thick due to the deposition of lignin. Lignin is a cement-like hardening material. So in this way we can say that sclerenchyma cells are very hard, very rigid, and dead tissue. So in this way we can observe and specialized for providing mechanical support to the plant. Sclerenchyma tissues are mainly two types, fiber and sclerites. That diagram you can observe fibers are very much elongated cell and pointed end. These are found abundantly in mainly plant, more particularly in vascular tissue, stem, veins, and leaves. Fibers are classified into two main parts: xylem, that means you can say that wood fibers, and phloem, you can say that bast fibers. That means you can recognize in commercial value I like hemps, jute, flax, cotton. And the second is sclerites. Sclerites, you know, stone cells. These are short rounded, thick walled cell. Sclerites are also commonly in food and seed. The hardness of seed coat is due to the presence of abundant of sclerites. Thank you.